Okay, YouTube, so recently I just hit 2K MR with Alex, and the first thing I figured after hitting this milestone is let me figure out any way to procrastinate going back into ranked so I can preserve this artificial number for as long as possible before I inevitably lose it all and crater back to the 1800s. So I figured, why not review and learn something about this character from other people in the community? Because apparently a lot of people are rating Alex as pretty bad. You see here in the Topanga tier list, he's rated at E tier. E tier. I don't think I've seen a tier list go down to E ever. Down there with the likes of Honda and Marissa. Apparently he's not too good, according to Mago, Gachikun, and Tokido. But, you know, I feel like he's pretty good. So I figured, why not look to inspiration from the best Alex players out in the world and see if we can level up Alex in Street Fighter 6. So of course I look to none other than ADHD Games. Yes, sir. Dive on in there. Drive rush, command grab, reset. Drive rush, heavy slash to bait out the drive rush check. Power drop to get him out of the corner. Prowler stance doesn't work out that time. Don't worry about it. You're good. Dash under after the neutral jump to bait the throw tech. Drive rush, armored lariat. Yes, sir. Optimal combos. We don't take any guaranteed wins around these parts. We reset everything. But jokes aside, I literally did do this during the tournament and it worked. I actually took this from ADHD Games. This really did inspire me. This command grab to drive rush to heavy chop, actually pretty good. So shout outs to ADHD Games. But no, of course, I want to look to the CEO champion, the combo breaker champion, the EVO Japan champion, Leshar, because Leshar posted this recently on Twitter. He recently got #1 rank in the world with Akuma and Alex. He's actually playing Alex. He says, I'm ready, in Goki. I think I'm ready is supposed to be Alex. I don't know what's going on with the translation here. I'm ready seems kind of weak, but it's got that addictive fun you can't quit. Goki's got some pretty fun stuff from the new ones I got. Both characters feel like they'll get even more fun once my skill level goes up, so I'm looking forward to it. So he thinks Alex might be weak, but addicting. And the reason why I want to see Leshar playing Alex, just like ADHD Games, he does things that I don't see any other player do. So I caught this clip of Nemo spying on Leshar's replays, and the first thing I saw was a Lay Goat exclusive. Single hit confirm walk up stand lag kick into a committal buffer into a negative 15 billion on block DP finisher. And this flying knee smash here is really good to confirm into, especially the OD version, because it gives you a hard knockdown, which lets you dash and go for a command grab strike throw mix. But this is not human. This is not human to do. This seems so subtle and not flashing compared to ADHD Games, but to hit confirm this stand lag kick, you're not buffering it and they're walking into it. He hit confirm that up close to go into this DP for a hard knockdown. Any other Alex on the planet is going to do that on block and just fly into the air and die, but Lego, for some reason, somehow he has these situational hit confirms. And then in the same round, how does he end the round? Does he do a drive rush chop? Well, he's got some whiff punishes. Nah, he's a little bit more, less flashy, more confirming. So he just casually walks up, of course, once he gets the knockdown, and then just gets a little shimmy here. Stand medium hit confirm level 2. So he's simple with it. It's so simple and elegant. So we're going to watch some of Leshar's replays and see what we can learn from the #1 ranked Alex in the world. So let's check out some of the replays I cooked up here. Leshar versus Haitani. I like this check a lot. I do this as well when I can actually pull it off. Using the crush and like hit the heavy kick target combo. I don't do that though. Using this to get into the stance, but he does this into light slash as a plus on block slash. Let's go ahead and immediately hit the lab for that one. There's going to be a decent amount of pausing and going to training mode. You haven't already predicted that. So for the slashes, from his transitions into the Prowler stance, I do know the mostly auto-timed setups for getting into the plus on block slash. So like from the Tara combo, for example. Well, I don't usually do it from Tower Combo, but you can kind of do like a delay medium slash, and there you get the +1. And then same thing for medium elbow. This one is dashed into heavy. And you can potentially get +1 to +2. There's +2. So he's doing the counter hit only combo, Tower Combo, crush, and light kick into the stance here. Oh, that's free. That's auto-timed. The other ones are not auto-timed. They're very awkward. This stance is good too because you can dash and get a meaty grab or jab there. But if you can do this into the medium slash immediately, you can do a command grab. Okay, that's good. I, for some reason, missed that one. That's really good. I like that a lot. Consider that stolen. Thank you, Legoat. Chat, say thank you, Legoat. Crosscuts. I haven't used any crosscuts with the knee. And I've noticed this with Leshar as well. He likes to do drive rush, crouching light kick. For some reason, I never do this. Great crosscut. That's crazy with Alex. Drive rush, crouching light kick on the Oki. I need to copy that. I used to do this with Terry all the time. But for some reason, I stopped doing this with Alex. So if you get this knockdown, that's actually going to be pretty plus, right? What is that, +2? What would I do here? The problem with Alex is being +2 is not that great if you're not point blank. Like I guess I could do command grab. Probably have to do OD to reach. Or not. Okay. I don't trust this heavy punch command grab. That shit whiffs all the time. Probably just jab, jab for the most part. But that's always a good option because if they're instead just standing and they get hit, this will be... Right? How much will it be? +6, excuse me. This will be +6. Yeah, you'll probably just have to go into lights then. And just route to DP or something. But still, this as a low option, I think one issue Alex has is people walk away from his pressure pretty free. His lows aren't that great. I like to do this a lot, but I guess this doesn't really set up the tick throw, does it? So why wouldn't you just do crouching MK? That's +2, but you can't command grab, can you? Yeah, okay, this is usually what I do, but there's no mix. I see. So he's getting command grab mix that will beat actual reversal buttons. Yeah, that's the difference. Yeah, I usually favor crouching MK. More reward, but too much pushback. Light command grab will work, but that's gonna get mashed on. Alex just has hard confirms, difficult time confirming and keeping sequences up close. Oh yeah, just be Legoat. Of course. Of course, once again, just be Legoat. No big deal. Is this guaranteed, I wonder? I wonder if this is guaranteed. Let me try to do some science here. Let's see what's going on here, okay? So he's getting a mid-screen throw loop situation. Let me see if this actually makes sense. Okay. Can she block here? Is this tech? She can't block here. What I'm seeing here is that if she commits to drive rush after the throw, she is forced to do an offensive action, which means if you buffer a light here, either you are getting counter hit by her button or your light is making contact with her, in like most situations, barring some extreme circumstances. So that means you don't have to be concerned with the opposite. So imagine the opposite situation where she could drive rush in and block in time. It would look like this. Like that. And if you auto-piloted your buffer into super, and you weren't bad like me, you would get a super on block there. Like that. That's how it would look if you got baited. But you know for a fact that she's committed to this option. So you can just do the buffer. Either you're getting counter hit or you're counter hitting her. It's one or the other. So if you think she's not going to immediately press a button, then you can just commit to this buffer and you just win or she counter hits you. It skews the risk reward heavily in your favor. Let's be real, you gotta remember this in a match? Maybe not, but I remember stuff like this all the time. That's what playing Street Fighter is. Just to be very clear, people do remember this shit about matchups. That's what knowing matchups is. And this type of interaction is common. Knockdowns where drive rush forces the situation where they can't block in time, that is a type of interaction that occurs. So knowing when those moments happen in certain matchups can help you compartmentalize that. Oh, this is an interaction where Chun-Li cannot block after drive rush, and you do the same option. Does that mean you can do the crushing leg kick, crushing heavy kick target combo? Yeah, probably. That kind of makes sense. That's another option along the same lines. Less reward though. I think the idea, because you're risking just eating her like drive rush button, you're probably not going to do that, because if she drive rush into a button, you just die. So you probably want to do an option that's going to kill. That's the idea. It basically becomes you press a button or you die. You flip the risk reward in your favor by doing this. That's the idea. The risk here is worth it because the reward is win. The risk is still you get counter hit and you eat a full combo. Stand media punch. +0 on block stand media punch is so good. Plus frames, stance, jab, whiff. I think he did that on purpose. Nice perfect parry. I think here this is on purpose. So he goes into stance. I like him going into the jab to the dive kick. I got to do that more to set up the spacing in the block string. I think he's whiffing the dive kick on purpose, hoping for them to whiff a parry, attempting to perfect parry it. And then you're in that parry game of chicken where Leshar can walk up, grab, or walk up, press a button to check your drive rush out of there. So he's setting up a mind game there, purposely whiffing the dive kick. Woo, perfect parry to dash boot. Yeah, even there. See, look at the shenanigans he's setting up. This time he whiffs the dive kick, he whiffs the anti-air, and it sets up a scramble. He's able to convert, but drops the combo. Let go. Oh, he goes in this time. Crosscut? Dude, I am not doing this crosscut. This might be better against Chun-Li because of her floaty-ass jump, but I have not tested his crosscut abilities. I just don't believe it. Okay. This one had a bit more context, okay? To be fair to the rest of us humans. This one I think you can do. You see how he notices the situation. He's situationally confirming it here. So he's going to go in, be in range, and then as soon as he presses stand leg kick, you know, he's buffering something, and he sees a big-ass animation happening. He doesn't have to know what the animation is. He just has to see that Haitani is clearly not just blocking, and then just buffer that immediately and commit to the DP. So I think other humans can do that one. That's good to think of that, to have that as your game plan. Does he input the motion, press the attack button if he sees it connect? He inputs the motion and presses the attack button if he sees a situation on screen that means the move should connect. He's not reacting to the move connecting, he's reacting to the situation on screen. For example, if he sees at this spacing, if he sees Chun-Li in any animation aside from blocking or walking, he commits to the DP. So when you see her dash, when you see her pressing a button on startup, you look for anything, any animation that is not blocking, and then you believe. That's how Leshar is doing this. I'm not saying it's that easy. There's some situations that are easier to confirm than others. And there's others where they just walk into the button and he believes. So he just has situational confirms down to a science, and he's just a one of one doing that. But there are ways to incorporate this into your game. And I use that for easier confirmed things as well when I single hit confirm into super, for example. So, you know, that's just a Street Fighter confirm thing, but he's doing it on like the most extreme degree. Backdrop. He doesn't one-winged angel. Oh my god. Okay, I don't know that. Wow. I don't know this Oki here. He just did straight up full screen drive rush stand heavy after the OD backdrop out of the corner. Okay, let's lab that. I don't know that Oki. I didn't know you got a full screen drive rush heavy punch. Wow, you can just drive rush up heavy punch all the way here. This is plus 18 if that trades. That's actually crazy. And you can also just drive rush and block as well. Okay. I didn't have this totally ironed out. You have a lot of frame advantage here for drive rush. If that counter hits. Nice. Oh, stand heavy kick, charge heavy punch, straight. I wonder if he could have killed here. All right, let's check this out. Legoat opted for the safe knockdown. But what is the option here? I think it's just something like that. I think this would have killed. Oh, that wouldn't have killed. Is that the best we can do? Yeah, I think the lariat's the play. So delay the first crouch heavy, and then do everything else immediately timed. and I think Lego could have killed there. There we go. How does he close it out? Oh my god, Street Fighter fucking 6. After all that, I mean, he conditioned them this whole set with all the fantastic placement of the footsies and everything, and then after all of this, he cashed in on that respect at the very end with the full screen drive rush overhead. Okay, we got one more replay already primed and ready. Let's see Leshar up here against KB Sagat. Immediate drive rush back heavy kick. Oh, okay. Well, let's just forget that start happened there. Charge heavy kick. Oh, so he... Okay, let's see that knockdown. Charge heavy kick, dash into meaty slash. What is that? It might be dash medium, right? Dash, delay, wait for Alex to put his hands down, and then do dash medium. These setups are really finicky because you can cancel the forward movement at any point into the forward slash. So there I got +2, but you do have to manually time these to a degree if you do a dash first. So charge heavy kick into stance, dash forward, and then forward heavy slash. You get the +2. Yeah, even from the elbow, he doesn't get good low confirms. You know, if they're gonna treat Alex like Sagat, this exact situation is basically what they got rid of from Sagat. Right here, if they want to give Alex the Sagat treatment, they would make it so that this has less pushback, or they increase the range on his lights so that this doesn't happen. Because this is literally Sagat's problem pre-buff after his release, after the My patch. If they don't have meter, is there anything they can reliably do against medium punch into flash chop? Good question. So medium punch to heavy flash chop has a 3-frame gap right there. And I'm assuming if you press into it, you are going to explode. Yeah, I'm only +13 there, so, you know, no big deal, right? No biggie. So let's see what the deal is. This, into this, into this. So you get like 3 of them? That has a pretty big gap. I guess the problem is this. Look at your drive gauge. I guess this would be pretty good until if you have no super meter. But you're not going that far to the corner. So this is just kind of like bringing your drive gauge back out of Burnout pretty fast. But I mean, it would be good for a chip sequence if you have no meter mid-screen. No, it doesn't pull him in, but I usually use the stand medium punch charger combo. Because it leaves you closer. Like mixing this in with lights. But this is good to know as well. I wasn't too clear on, like, if they have no meter and they're going to get chipped, this is just good. But you're going to have to spend meter at some point to get them to the corner. Oh, that's going to be a punish. Nice punish counter to jab. Oh my god, Lego. Come on now, you're human like the rest of us. He's looking to hit confirm a late active frame lariat. So late active frame lariat can happen from certain combo routing and just like from random starters and neutral that are spaced out. And you can sort of visualize it when it hits late, but I think this might have been a late active frame lariat on any other character besides Sagat. Can he get the confirm? He just needs the single touch to level 3. There it is! Stand line kick is so good. They're not dead. They're not dead. Ooh, what do you do? What's the Burnout game? Oh my god. CA into drive rush into command grab. So let's look at that situation actually. Let's land CA because the Oki after one thing I've realized about his Oki is that his level 3 Oki is actually not that great without CA. So after level 3, if you drive rush in and block, look at that, you're -8. This is one of those situations, guys, I was just talking about, where if the Chun-Li commits to a wake-up button, thinking I'm trying to bait a reversal, for example, they can do button into super and win. Just like we saw earlier, where after throw, when Leshar saw a drive rush, he did light kick into level 2. You can do the same against Alex with his level 3. There's no way for him to drive rush and block in time. So if you wake up with a reversal on it, it's gonna work. Unless ADHD Games, you are a fucking genius. Is this when you do that? I'm learning more from ADHD Games than Leshar right now. Is this when you do the drive rush heavy slash? Okay, that's Oki after level 3. Now, the problem with the Oki after level 3, like I showed you, you can't drive rush block bait, but you can hold your momentum to bait. But if you go into CA, I believe you can actually drive rush block bait. So this is plus 25. And if I drive rush in, I'm -1. Yeah, so you can drive rush block to bait out DPs. That's plus 4. This must be hitting meaty, right? This is only normally plus 1. Anyways, drive rush block baits are on the table. Drive rush Oki. He halted momentum and everything. Baited. Was I not saying? Oh my god, was I not saying he's trying to apply these mind games on punishing you for trying to tap parry? I gotta employ this. Charge, heavy kick, stance, whiff, dive kick, walk up, OD command grab into like more than a quarter of your life, 30% gone. I feel like when I get a drive rush stand medium punch, my brain forgets how to combo and I just always go to the target combo. But routing to DP, especially in the corner, seems really good. In general, he doesn't route to stance Oki that much. Ooh, nice sweep. Yeah, you got a side swap, jump in. So there, after punish counter sweep, I believe you're only plus 1. Yeah, so if you get this, you're plus 1. Which will actually lose to wake up light punch. But of course, you can just do... So this is pretty good. And you can threaten at least the command grab. Just raw stance. Good spacing on that for the plus frames. What? Don't talk. What is going on here? This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes you don't want to study the goats because what the fuck is happening here? Leshar's mind is here. KB got the plus on block tiger knee. By any logical conclusion, it should be KB's turn. He does reversal 5-frame OD command grab instead. Okay, so what did we learn by watching Leshar? What did we learn? I really like him doing a lot of the conversions into stance and then going into the whiff dive kick to play the minigame on tap parry or parry OS, and that'll condition people to make this dive kick more effective, because I do think that people have gotten pretty good now at perfect parrying it, to be honest. It's not as free as it once was week 1. So finding these moments to set this up gets people pretty scrambled. That's pretty good. 2, I do think this is possible to look for. Stand light kick is just a great goated button, and you can look for the single hit confirms if people are doing things like dashing at you. I don't think you're going to be doing this raw IRL and just doing Leshar level hit confirms, but you can look for this in case they're whiffing a button or if they're dashing at you or drive rushing. You can get this. The other thing I liked was, yes, this target combo, this Oki. I don't know why I wasn't doing this. This is free. Into medium stance. Elbow, that is just an immediate +2. And then immediate heavy command grab. This is just free. This is really good to mix in, I think. Or then, of course, the other option, you go for lights if you think they're going to jump away. So that's pretty good. And then use more drive rush crouching light kick. That's going to be a good option to incorporate because it leaves you in range for tick command grab. The other drive rush low option, more reward on hit, more range. But it eliminates the option for the mix. So it's important to apply this one as well. And then play good nooch and be goated. All right, that's all I got for this one. I think those were some good takeaways to digest and try to incorporate into the gameplay. And that's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching. Peace.